relaxing, no stressing, I'm the king of the game. From coast to coast, you know they know my name. Got the beats.
You gonna my one side, you make me give number. Me no feel look and pass.
Away the lads, everybody. Welcome to a new show. Welcome to a match, not a match review. Actually, we got tomorrow the full match review of this match with the lads. We're gonna get together and we're gonna discuss this later on tomorrow night. As of right now, it's just an instant match reaction. Look, it's tough. It's tough because I feel like obviously we didn't play well. Yeah, I mean that is just the bottom line. We did not play well, did we? I mean that it is what it is, man. It is what it is, and you got to own up to it. In the first half, for certain parts of the first half, I thought that we could have finished the game, but certainly didn't, necessarily play amazing to say the least. But look, for this team that's been depleted with this amount of injuries, you got Murphy back, a player that we all love and want, but obviously he's a little bit rusty. But even then, he created some plays and it could have scored one of them if obviously he was offside. You got to take that in consideration. Obviously, it wasn't valid, but at the end of the day, when you analyze the game a little bit, you understand that Murphy actually showed signs that make you believe, wow, if this team was healthy, if this team was full fit, it would be just a different team. I mean, that's just the bottom line, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest with each other. It's one of those things. It makes you question, what would have happened if we would have had a full squad throughout the season. But before we get too much into the match review, please let me know your comments, what you think about the match, your instant reaction. That's what we're here to react instantly to what was, to a certain extent, a positive win. Obviously, we eliminated Fulham and we advanced to the next round. That is a very positive thing. I think that most fans will agree with that. But also, we got to take a little bit of accountability as far as the way we played. Yeah, that's just the bottom line. Please smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. It helps us grow the channel, and it helps us, just grow and bring more magpies on the show. I would like to hear everybody's opinion on this, and 100%. Please comment. And these match reactions are basically what it is: instant match reactions to, and we're not really going to get too deep into analyzing the game. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But I just want to read your opinion as of what you think happened today at Fulham. We advance. That is the very much a positive thing. So but obviously we'll be lying to each other if we would be over the moon with the performance. It wasn't the greatest. That's just the bottom line. Ian McKenna says a mighty victory. Big up, Ian. And yeah, you are right. It was one hell of a victory. We didn't play the greatest, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. And this is one of the criticisms, sort of criticisms, that I've thought in the early in the season when it came to Everton, when it came to Tottenham, we had to win. When it came to Bournemouth, we needed to win. There was a must win to continue our race in the Premier League. And I said all those games we lost, and so I said, man, it's just it's tough because these are matches that we must win, and when we must win them, we don't. We lose them, right? And so today, I have to admit that it is a positive thing because it was a match that we were favorites and a match that we needed to perform. We needed to get out of the way in advance. It's just the way it is. Sometimes for big clubs, you just got to get the job done. And today we did it. We did it. And to be fair, even though it wasn't the greatest of matches, in a few opportunities, we could have finished the game, sealed it completely. And that's the way I think. But I do want to read your what you think because obviously this is a fan instant match reaction. So I want to get your thoughts on the game, what you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to get to it right now. Ian says we contained Fulham. To be honest, they couldn't really do anything. Yeah, to a certain extent, I agree. We let them push us back way too much. I didn't like that part. We let them push us back, and I didn't like it. But also, you got to take in consideration you're playing against somebody, and that somebody can definitely they have Premier League players. They can do something, and they certainly pushed us back. Didn't like to see that in the first half. In the second half, they came out stronger than usual, and but I feel like we could have killed it in the first half. I mean, that play by Murphy was one of those plays that we could have capitalized on. He was offside, but man, that finish though by Murphy, man, it was sharp, it was crisp, right down to the bottom corner, and impossible for the goalkeeper. And when you actually look at things, that is a very positive thing because he's been away, he's been out for a long, long time, and to be able to see that that he's staying sharp, that he's sticking with it, it actually uh is very much a positive thing. So you got to take that in consideration when you analyze this game. And again, tomorrow we're going to have the full match review and analysis of this match, and certainly we're going to talk about some of these things. So you know with the lads. We got Paul Clark coming up. We got Philip from Toon Tactics TV. We'll see if we can get more players. More players. I mean, more lads. I'm assuming I'm going to reach out to Tony. Maybe Jack wants to come on, and we can. Kevin, he's busy tomorrow, so he's not going to be able to as of right now. But we're going to get the lads to come on and comment and actually bring in their football analysis into all of this. And but right now, I wanted to get on and get your perspective on what's happening what happened on this match. So let me know in the comment section right now. We're gonna get to the comments. Lewis, Newcastle fans says, tell me, man, we won't be home for a tea. We're going to Wembley. Well, I mean, look, I I agree that this could be our tournament. I mean, this could be, but we got to keep going. We got to keep fighting. At the end of the day, we just don't know. Kind of the same thing with last year with the Carabao Cup. We just didn't know, and we found ourselves in the final, not by luck. We certainly deserved it, and that's one of those things that But in the beginning of the season, we would have never thought that we would be fighting for a title, for a trophy last season. So we just got to keep grinding, one step at a time, humbly getting to the promised land. And that's the way we need to do things. Um, Not sure we need to be thinking that we're going to get there, and we're going to win it, but at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. And if it comes, I mean, out of all the tournaments that we played, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup are the most feasible tournaments for us to win. And even with the injuries, even with the struggles, it's because we do have struggles. We just got Murphy back, but we got Lascelles confirmed that he wasn't going to be a part of the team because of injury. And then the drama with Miguel Almiron as well. It's another thing that at this point we don't know what's going on with him. Some fans, it just leaves room for speculation. Um, Fans thinking that he's going to leave. Fans thinking that he's sick. I don't know. Maybe he has a viral thing that he went to the hospital and got checked out, and that's why he's not playing. You know, a lot of times we read into something that really is not there. We're trying to create something out of nothing. But at the end of the day, I do get the fans that do believe that he was rumored just to leave to Saudi Arabia. So 100%, um, you know, we can deduct that he might leave. We just don't know. At this point, we're a little bit just in. We have no idea what's happening with Almiron. I can say that he's sick, and that's that. You know what I mean? So, um, let me see. There we go. Okay, so Superfan Dan is going to be on the full match review for tomorrow as well. By the way, later on at midnight tonight, later on at midnight. I know it is the weekend, so you can join us. You know, most of you don't have to work. I would say it's the weekend. You can join us at midnight. Is we're going to have the first ever American Magpies show with me and Superfan Dan. You know, you might have seen him all over the place. He was obviously on tour with Newcastle United here in the United States. He's been the UK plenty of times. He is famous for his black and white beard. I don't think he's rocking it today, but listen, you can find us the first ever American Magpie show. Me and him, we're going to be talking about Newcastle United, and of course, talking a little bit about the game as well. So later on at night, midnight, listen, drink your coffee, grab a beer if you want to, whatever you need to stay up. Join us later on at night. Let's go with David. David says we go through, and that is the main thing. 100%. 100%, David. I do agree with that. Um, Advancing is the biggest thing and the most important thing for Newcastle United. And again, to my previous point, that I was saying when we need to win, we didn't do it. You know, and I mentioned Everton, Tottenham, Bournemouth earlier in the season. You know, games that you needed to get because Luton, Nottingham Forest. You see what I'm saying? But today it was one of those games that we needed. There's no excuses. We need to win them. And today we got the job done. So at the end of the day, we get to be happy about that. And of course, Eddie Howe is the first person, first fan to say the least, that understands that we need to better some things. So we're in good hands. I mean, and obviously, listen, I've criticized him before, and I've criticized very many other players. And but in this game in particular, I just felt like we had it, and we could have finished the game a lot sooner than we did. Um, and one thing I got to say, a lot of you guys have seen me before, and then again, I'm pretty transparent. I have criticized Longstaff. I have criticized Byrne before, and then today I have to give them their flowers. Today they were the men men of the match. I mean, you know, they really got the job done. They really helped us win this game. As obviously they play for us, but when it comes to giving them their flowers, giving them their praise, I'm here to do that as well. And I think that both of them did a fairly good job. I mean, Dan Byrne, of course, he is a threat when it comes to the air game, and he certainly got it done. Obviously, he pushed it in, but he was there. He was aware of the play, and of course, Longstaff. That was a nice shot, man. That was a nice shot with a bounce, very nice volley that went in, and impossible for the goalkeeper. So I have to praise him when I have to, and that is just the bottom line. You know, I can't fake it. Lewis is laughing over there. Ian says, she says, yes, you will. I didn't get the joke, but Lewis, but the game was very boring, to be fair. But who cares? We're in the last 16. Yeah. I mean, it was boring. It was boring. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. But at the end of the day, brothers, we advanced, and as long as the manager, and including our fans, you know, as long as we know that we could have performed better, and we could have done better to get the job done, we still got it done. And even when we didn't play our greatest, I felt like at no point in time that we were at risk of not getting the game. Like, I was sitting back drinking the biggest cup of beer in the history. I got this big ass beer cup that is humongous that I got in Cancun, and I finally used it after months. And so I was drinking that beer, and I posted a picture of it on Twitter. If you don't follow me at CTA Magpie. And it doesn't look as big on the picture, but you know, I was drinking that beer. I was just sitting back. I was just thinking, like Lewis, and you know, it's a boring game. but I never ever thought that we were going to lose the game. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference there that we need to highlight, of course. Mukhtar Muhammad or Mohammed, is that how you say your name, brother? Big up to you. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you on the show, man, or at least commenting. So I'm going to give you the welcome music. Big up to you. Says not our best game, but we'll take it. But that midfield is causing me a headache. They can't make simple passes, especially Longstaff. Yeah, I mean, it is an ongoing issue, and I've criticized Longstaff for it. But the fact that he scored a very difficult goal, even though I don't usually rate players based on what they usually wouldn't do, or what's not their job. Meaning, if a center back scores, I'm not really going to judge him or praise him or necessarily say that he played good because he scored, because he's a center back. He has a job in hand before obviously scoring a goal is good, and that's a positive thing. But in this game in particular, I'm going to change that a little bit because I have criticized Longstaff and Byrne, and in this game, I feel like you know they got the job done, and everybody else did. To be honest with you, so I'm content. Yes, and to your point, we do miss passes. We sometimes we make mistakes, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just getting. I'm about to be 30 years old, so maybe I'm getting older and becoming a little bit softer. I don't know, but I have to praise Longstaff and Burn today. I mean, I just felt like I should. Um, Big up to you, brother. Ian says, fan second time in 18 years in the last 16. Yeah, that is. And this is the first time for Eddie Howe as well that he is eliminated another team from the Premier League in the FA Cup. So that's a big deal. Lewis says, I know it's absolutely shocking that stuff, Ian. Al's Villa Veronica McCormick says, good evening from Greece. Wow. Big up, man. Big up to you from Greece. What time is it in Greece? Let me know in the comment section. It's another great show. We will take any wins, even not pretty wins. 100%. I mean, that's just, and we all gonna agree with that. We all rather win than anything else. So that is 100% to you. I agree with you, Al's. I'm gonna call you Veronica, if that's okay. So big up to you, Greece. Wow, welcome to the show. By the way, I think this is the first time you're commenting, or that I'm seeing your comments that I remember. I have a very good memory, but I don't remember seeing you. But so I'm gonna give you the welcome music nonetheless. Welcome to the show. Ian says, fun times are changing. Lewis, if you need me to come on, I'll try and come on if I can. Yeah, man. Right now we're just doing a fan reaction, just basically reading everybody's comments. So, when you have another guest on the show, you have to obviously talk to the guest. And we don't really get a chance of really, showing and talking about to everybody that comments. That's why I want to do these. That way I give everybody the time. Like, yesterday you guys had a lot of great comments about the sit down show with Steve Wraith and Stu, and I wish I could have read all the comments. But when we get to conversating, obviously I have to give the guests the right away, and it was amazing. But you guys always commenting terrific stuff, and so that's why I make this show. That way I can give you the platform that you deserve. Ian says, is Almiron sickness or coincidence? Yeah, man, it's one of those things. I mean, at this point, we just don't know. We just don't know. So you can make your own, assumptions as to what's happening right now with Almiron, and it is tough. It is tough because I like him, but it is weird that he's not playing. That he wasn't even a part of the. He wasn't even there, unless he is truly ill, sick. Maybe he has a viral thing, and he just wants to stay home. He wants to stay home. So, you know, we got to see what happens in the next few hours. Inter Yama, big up Inter Yama, says he's from Blythe. You'll never beat you'll never ever beat Dan Byrne. I'm not sure who you responded to, my brother, but I appreciate Inter Yama coming on. You simply cannot ever beat him. Says Ian Lewis Pound. There was rumors with Miguel. Apparently, he was doing his medical for the Saudi club, but not 100% sure. Yeah, those are the speculations that everybody's getting. I feel like the club should just make things easier and just tell everybody what's happening. You know what I mean? I feel like it's they should just say it. I mean, what would go wrong? I mean, the club backing away from the deal? Is that something that we're concerned about? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would make us not really be transparent. And I understand, not everything needs to be said, not everything needs to be talked about, but with this amount of speculation that is creating around the club, it's certainly we would like to see some transparency 100%. Enter Yama, water is wet, fire burns, and you'll never be. Oh my gosh, everybody's with Dan Burn. And I listen, he's a proper Geordie, isn't it? A proper Geordie that I assume at some point in time has said, boils me piss. I love that's my favorite phrase, man. That's my favorite Geordie phrase. Ian, they say he's from Blythe. I've seen Blythe. Okay. Everybody commenting the same thing. I don't know. I tell you what, our fan base gives Longy and Burn shite, but they have don't turn up in cups, don't they? I'm not our fan base. So our fan base, yeah, a lot of our fan base have criticized Longstaff and Burn, saying that they are. Well, I don't know. I've never said that. I've criticized them, but I never said they're shit. Um, and then I didn't understand the second half, brother. So Yama says 2-0, flatter as a bit, but I'll take it 100%. Lewis says, did you enjoy your pint with the match? Oh, man, that was amazing, man. I needed that one. It's not, I wish I had brown ale. I still want to drink it, but, that was a Modelo. That's a Mexican drink. It's also good, but it was nice and cold. I love that. But I've been wanting to get this brown ale. And so at this point, I'm just, waiting to see where I can snatch some. But brown ale, man, is my thing. Is brown ale? I think you guys have told me before, but sometimes I forget things. Is brown ale made in Newcastle anymore, or did they move it to Scotland or something like that? I believe you guys told me something like that, but I just feel like it's been such a part of Newcastle that I don't know, man. I feel like the Saudis should buy it and bring it back to Newcastle. Um, if which I'm assuming is not there. Ian says getting shit is sort of part of the parcel of being a footballer. That is true. Inter Miami, hey, they get paid enough to deal with it. Call my mother all you want for 100K a week. I'll wipe my tears. I'll wipe my tears with my money. 100%, man. You gotta have tough skin. You gotta have tough skin. Big up Peter Wolf. Peter Wolf. Man, I hope I'm saying your name right, Peter. I'm the worst person when it comes to last names, surnames. So I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right, but I'm gonna say Peter. Big up Peter says, when's the draw? I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. Let me try to Google it real quick and see. FA Cup draw. And let me see what comes up. So, we got the Women's FA Cup. It should be afternoon. It should be tomorrow. Tomorrow, Peter. So it should be tomorrow, Sunday, 28th January. So that tomorrow should be the fifth round draw or of the FA Cup. So tomorrow. Big up Peter. And Ian says, I wouldn't go that far. There's criticism, then there is just being a dick. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've criticized I can anybody can criticize any player. This nonsense that you got to be quiet and just take it in because they're Geordies or because they did well at some point in time. Yeah, everybody to a certain extent has done well, but football moves on, brother, and football matches come every week, and we got to keep up with the expectation and the level of play that Newcastle United need to succeed. So but when you go far and you start saying calling them names or insulting them, then that's not right. I mean, it just takes away from your point of view. It takes away from what you're trying to say. You know what I mean? From your football analysis, once you start calling players names, it just takes away from that, and you don't get your point across. So myself, I decided not to insult anybody. First of all, because I respect people. I don't. It's not about disrespecting. It's about just giving you my football analysis. And if I insult players, then it's just stupid because you know nobody's going to listen to that. Big up Stephen Fields says draw during Liverpool game tomorrow. And so, yeah, that is true. That is true. I just said it. Lewis, Newcastle fan. Peter is tomorrow afternoon, halftime with the Liverpool game. Yeah, there. That is true. Inter Yama, tomorrow is the draw. Everybody, see, look, everybody knows, man. Stephen Maystone at home, please. Man, Maystone qualified. I'm not 100%. Hey, big up Big Bear 40s who just following on X. That is a big deal. By the way, you can become a patron of the show. There's a link in the chat, the first link in the description. You can become a patron. You're going to get a lot of perks. And on top of that, you get a chance of winning trophies or not. Oh my God, trophies. Shoot. You might be able to get a small trophy, a replica. So we're going to be raffling memorabilia, Newcastle ornaments. It can be anything from a mug to a scarf to a home kit to an away kit. Listen, I got money and I'm going to spend it on all of you. So listen, you can become a Patreon, do it in the first link below, and of course, have a chance of getting premium content as well as some football prizes. And you can also participate and be part of if you follow on all social medias. Social medias are linked in the description. So whenever the show is over, come on and go follow. And if you do so, you get a chance to participate. So as many times as you follow, as far as social media goes, say if you follow 5 social media accounts that we have, then your name gets added to the raffle 5 times. And if you are on top of that at Patreon, you get 5 more times. That's 10 times increasing your chances of winning prizes. And we're going to raffle this the next month at the end of February. We're going to be raffling, and I believe for the first time we're going to go home. We're going to big and go home, baby. We're going to be raffling something big. I think I'm going to do a home kit. Yeah, man, a shirt. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you better become a patron. Get a chance of winning. Big up to you. And yeah, Maidstone, the FA Cup. We got a lot of big names too there, though. I mean, most everybody except Tottenham, it's not there no more. But Manchester City, Manchester United. I mean, you got all these guys in there. Man, Chelsea still. So it's nothing. Nothing is set in stone yet. We have a lot to go. Ian McKenna, oops, dropped the ball. It's Liverpool away. Big up Josh, man. Big up Josh. I'm going to try to stop saying surnames because I feel like I'm going to say your surname wrong and you're going to get upset at me. So I apologize. I'm just say Josh. Big up Josh. And I think this is the first time on the show, brother. So I'm going to give you the welcome music. Welcome to the NUFC Insiders and American Magpie Show, brother. Since I'm shocked Isak wasn't more involved, but very happy from Washington State. Hey, another American Magpie. You might be from the UK, but once you live here, brother, you get included with us. We're in the same circle. You're an American Magpie. So, hey, listen, talking about American Magpies, once again, later on at midnight UK, and it's going to be 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. We got the first ever American Magpie show live later on with Superfan Dan. It's gonna be great today, man. So tune in for that one. Ian McKenna is telling you what's happening wouldn't make things easier. Until a deal is done, it isn't done. Yeah, but I mean, it's not gonna. I just feel like there's so much speculation though, Ian, with Almiron. Saying, listen, the kid is he's about to go, so something is going on. There's a deal going on. He's going to do a medical, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the end of the world either. I mean, I'm not going to go cry and take antidepressants because Almiron is getting a medical done. Certainly. So I think that we're grown men, and we can deal with this stuff. Just because it's creating so much controversy around the Newcastle world, but at the same time, I do get your point. I mean, they don't say nothing and we just go about our business, but we don't go about our business. We're all over Twitter. Is like, look at Almiron. He just went to the clinic. He's, for all we know, he could be getting a prostate exam. I mean, he's not old enough yet, but hey, who knows? We just don't know, man. Ian Fleming says, hi, Chris. Not a great performance, but we are in the next round, and that's the main thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big up, Mr. Ian. Welcome to the show, my brother. Mighty Mag, the one and only Mighty Mag says, hi, all. What a games. Appreciate it, Mighty Mag, for being on the show, my brother. Yeah, man, it wasn't the prettiest game, but it was a game that we again, I've praised other teams on the Football Tonight podcast. Is a podcast that I also am a part of, that we talk about Premier League. And by the way, everything link in the description, okay? And so, and I've praised other teams. I praised Arsenal to a certain extent, Liverpool. When we talked about them, when it was a must-win, they got it done. It's the same thing. Liverpool tied against Luton away. City won against Luton away, and Arsenal won against Luton away. And even though it was a bad, ugly game, they got the job done. And so that's why I've always been asking for Newcastle. And today we got it done, man. We got it done. It wasn't the prettiest, but sometimes you're not always going to be play pretty and play excellent. Sometimes you just have bad days. Even though I will reiterate and say that we got the job done, and we could have finished this game a lot sooner. I was never scared of Newcastle losing the game. Never. I mean, I just felt like Murphy. We had to go with Murphy again. We didn't really, use him a lot. We definitely didn't use Isak a lot. Like I believe who said that? I forgot who said that, but Josh was saying that we didn't use him as much, but so I always thought that we could easily get this one, finish it sooner than what we did. But hey, it is what it is. Ian says it wouldn't be a wise thing for Newcastle to say we are selling Almiron. Yeah, I understand your point of view. I understand your point of view. Mighty Mag, hi Ian. Game of two halves. That is true. Lewis, Newcastle fan. They moved it to Yorkshire. What are you talking about there? Josh says it's a pint of dog, bro. What are you talking about? It's a pint of dog. I'm lost. The last thing you said was I can't remember. It's about Isak. What's up, Josh? Hey, oh, by the way, I was going to ask you this because I had a big mug. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see it. But it's a big mug. Oh, by the way, or if you want to be part of the group chat, I don't have the link. I will share the link of the WhatsApp group chat that you can be a part of as well. Everybody can join, and we'll have a blast there. A lot of banter, and or maybe I think Lewis is part of that. So if you're part of the group chat, send the link. Anybody can invite anybody. So send the link to the chat if you can, Lewis, if you can get it. That way people can join and we just have a talk there. But I was going to ask you, English folks, what does a pint mean? I mean, I know obviously it's a measurement, but I just didn't know if it was like a whole big glass of beer. If that's a pint, if you go to the bar and you're like, hey, give me a pint, what does that mean? Because in the United States, we just get beers, like beer bottles, you know what I'm saying? Or a draft beer to the bar, but we don't really use the pint word. So I was always curious of that. Hey, listen, this is a show where we get to educate each other as well. So, and obviously you guys use that a lot. So I would like to know exactly what a pint means or how much beer is that. Um, I don't know if you guys drink beer in bottles. We go to the store, we buy a 6-pack. That's like 6 bottles, 12-pack, 12 bottles, 20-pack, etc. And it's just basically bottles. So into my brown ale in America is a different brewer and it's completely different taste wise. A lot of people say that. But I haven't had one yet. Ian says schooner. I don't know what that means. Stephen Field, brown ale made in Tadcaster now. What country would that be? Is that in England still, or didn't I thought somebody said that they moved it to Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. Ian says Clint Eastwood gets brown ale shipped to America. How do you know that? Where's the source, brother? Where's the source? All right. Tato says very happy with Dan's performance today. Big up, Tato, man. Welcome to the show, brother. Yeah, I'm happy with Dan Burn today and Longstaff. I'm good. Stephen Field pronounced Wolf. Oh yeah. The last name of the fella that I couldn't pronounce. Yeah, draw is tomorrow. Mighty Mac. Oh my gosh, my kid just literally threw all of the Monopoly game all over the place. There's literally money everywhere and houses everywhere. What are you doing, boy? Oh my gosh. Well, have to clean that up. Have one eye. Lewis, I know we're talking about the Newcastle game, but I have to give credit to Maidstone United. Yeah, who did they eliminate? Because they eliminated Ipswich. Well, I don't know what are they in the same division? Because a lot of people are giving them praise. Big up Krusty Krab, just subscribed not too long ago, I believe. Says great podcast, mate. Best wishes from Newcastle. Appreciate you, brother. And here's the welcome music to you. Appreciate your support, my friend. I am yeah, Lewis is a patron and he gets exclusive content. So big up Lewis. Josh says cheers for that for the shout. Yeah, brother, no doubt, man. You're another American now. Look at this one. So, do you have an OnlyFans? My mate is asking. Nah, man. You tell your mate. I just mate with women, and currently and forever one woman, and that's my wife. Nobody else. I don't. I don't play the holler game, brother. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to tell your friends to go to another YouTuber. Hey, I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, there's plenty out there that they don't want to say it, but they play that game. Josh says don't kink shame. Ian, apologize, master. Josh, I'll be there live for the American Mag show. Yeah, brother, the first ever American Magpie show. That's gonna be a blast because part of this is growing the fan base worldwide, and it is a great accomplishment for myself to be able to provide some love for the Americans as well. And obviously, all of you are welcome because in these shows, obviously, we're going to be talking about the game, get Dan's opinion a little bit, but we're gonna the game full analysis of the game is going to be tomorrow night. You can join at 9 p.m. And today we're going to be talking and it's the first show is going to be fun, man. So they're always going to be fun, but come on, give us your UK perspective, your Australian perspective. As I see right here that Matt Fletcher is good morning from from an Aussie Magpie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love my Australian folks. We're getting a few of them. Robbie as well is from Australia. So I want everybody in the world. And I know this is cliche and this is like really, we want to do the "We Are the World." We should sing the "We Are the World," song and be happily ever after. But essentially, that's what I want. I want to unite all Newcastle fans, man. We need to be united, and listen, it's going to be good for the club because we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to make the club a lot of money, man. When you create more fans, FFP dies, and we won't have to worry about that ever again. We got to do our part, right? Mighty Mac, we have an all-nighter on here. I'm in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna hey, listen, and that's why I said midnight UK and 6 p.m. It's kind of the perfect time because it's the weekend and a lot of you can join, because you don't have to work, you don't have to go to school. So and some do, I get that, but hey, listen, man, come on later on at night. It's gonna be a blast, so it's gonna be a blast, brother. That's all I can say. And the thumbnail is cool too. We got the American flag, but it's black and white, and it's the setup is good, brother. The setup is good. Ian says speculation helps nothing though. It would be mental for Newcastle to state we want to sell. Yeah, but they wouldn't say that like that, would they? You know what I'm saying? But I get your point 100%. And maybe it's good the way it is, man. It's good the way it is. We shouldn't. Fans are gonna come out and talk and say that Almiron is leaving or whatnot. But at this point, I do agree with you. Just be quiet and we'll see what happens. Again, he might just be sick. You know, the Almiro must be thinking, damn, I can't even get a cold or a flu because people think I'm leaving. Um, Ian says, hi, Matt. Big up Ian. Matt Fletcher. Yep, there we go. Lewis, there we go. Krusty Krab. Hi, Chris. Great win today, but poor performance. A nice home draw will do. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to get a home draw. You know what I mean? Like, well, I say that, but it's supposed to be luck of the draw. But I don't know, man. We never get luck. We just get a draw. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to come to St. James's Park, man. We're not playing. We haven't. I can't remember the last time. The last time, if I'm not mistaken, that we played a cup at St. James's Park. It's it was, I believe, against Manchester City. We beat them, but yeah. So it's been if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Ian says I'd put a performance at gritty. Yep. Look, Lewis says we were lucky with VAR. I can see the first goal being given as a handball in some games, but thank God it wasn't. Nah, man. He there's nothing he can do other than chop his arm off. I mean, he puts his arm against his body. That's all you can do, brother. All you can do. Yeah. Lewis says, good day, but I'm from Newcastle United, and good morning from the Commonwealth, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Enter my Chris OnlyFans will get you more than Patreon and get it sorted, lad. Hey man, I'm not selling nobody a picture of my toes. My toes ain't that pretty. I've been playing football for a while, brother, since I was young. So my toes have indentations from the cleats. They're not pretty. Hey, some weirdo might love them though. Hey, you never know. But no, man, no OnlyFans for me, brother. Patreon. Come on, join the Patreon. First link below, brother. First link below. I'm not getting an OnlyFans. I don't care. Josh says Newcastle Brown is a pint of dog. Uh, Wait, I remember the dog part. Is pint of dog like is dog a good thing as far as Jordy talk? Man, I sometimes I forget, man, because you guys teach me a lot, but because or are you saying that it's not good? But I don't think you would say Newcastle Brown Ale is not good. So I'm trying to understand, but I believe dog is good, right? It's a good adjective. Ian says I'm having visions of a naked. Oh no, in various poses. Oh hell no, I'm not getting no. I'm not getting naked, man. No way, no sir. Patreon link below. Patreon, join the Patreon now, brother. No OnlyFans allowed here. Steven says dog is slang for. Oh, I got you. For brown ale. Okay. That's give me some. So yeah, that's what it was. I knew it meant something. It said like give me some dog, and that means brown ale. It's okay. Gotcha. Yaman says pint is now 5 blah blah, but it used to be more. So, but essentially, if I go to the bar and say give me a pint, I know it's a measurement, but if I say give me a pint, it means like a big cup of beer. Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? Or because I mean, yeah, because today in my big cup, I filled 2 beers in and just chugged them all. And that's why I was just wondering how much of a pint would be in bottles. And so that was just my concern. Yeah, I know it's a measurement and all that. But Yamaz says, to be fair, I've asked for a pint in New York and they knew what I was talking about. Do Americans not say that like, yeah, we don't go to the bar and say, give me a pint. We say, give me a draft beer. And I mean, I guess that could be the same. Um, so there's a little bit of confusion, I guess, because a pint is a measurement. So like, I didn't know if they would have to be really. I'm assuming that when you say pint, it just became a slang, a word for give me a cup of beer or something like that, right? It's not necessary. It's not a literal a thing. So I guess that's. Hey, look, this show turned into a beer show, and that's okay. I love me some beer, man. Stinfield Tadcaster is in Yorkshire, England. Got a pint. I I got a pint regardless. Lewis, the Imperial pint contains 20 British fluid. Oh my God, hey, Lewis always with the facts, man. The American pint, by contrast, contains 16 U.S. fluid ounces, equal to yeah. So it might be. Well, look, this water bottle has 8 ounces, so it would be 2 of these. So basically, I would say essentially, two beer bottles would be a pint. Yeah. But man, but you gotta drink it fast though, because I hate uh hot beer. I hate it. And so, I hate hot beer, man. I feel like if you wait too long, that thing is gonna be warm. And that's probably why they do that, because they make you chug it, make you drink more, get drunk and all that stuff. So big up Ian. Josh says, I need American mags in my life. Yes, sir. You found one. Josh Evil says, been a fan over 10 years, 20 years. Big up to you. Are you American or are you a British lad? Let me know, man. Um, to be a global club, we have to be a global club. It's simple. Yeah, that's right. He's going to start singing Kumbaya. No, brother. You yank like Josh. Big up. Josh, yeah. So I'm assuming Josh is a yank. That's crazy because you guys say yank like that. Me in the U.S., yanks are people from the north, and it's actually a term of Civil War and stuff like that. The Yankees versus the Union. But so I live in the South. I'm a country guy. You know what I mean? You can tell by my accent. And if Josh is American, he'll know what my accent means. I'm from the South, and And so, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be a Yankee. Yeah, I know that you guys don't. You guys think that everybody's a Yankee, but no, I wouldn't be a Yankee. I'm just a country guy. If he's from New York, oh, he said he's from Washington. So yeah, he's definitely a Yank. So Yamada says sounds Kenny mad, and now I read it back. Yeah, Lewis says I'm heading back out now because I'm absolutely knackered. I want to be joining, but I'm just tired at the minute. I have no idea why, but I hope you enjoy the show later on. Hey, brother, go take a nap, man, and then wake up and come join. Come on, man. No excuses today. We need you to support the American Magpies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yamada says, I'll see you later, Lewis lad. Just watch. We get Man City away. Oh man. We get Manchester City away. That'll be bad, man. That's not gonna be good. But oh my gosh, my kid is destroying every single board game and card game that we had in the house. He just literally threw away all the. You guys know what is the card game? He just threw it all over the place. Ian says, I'm still not sure when the lines between deliberate handball and handball got so blurred. Well, I mean, if you put your hand right there and it hits you right there, where else can you put your arm? I mean, you can't just make it disappear. So that can't be an intentional handball. You know, I'm just saying. But here we are. Yes, sir. Josh, amen. Shout out my boy Jude. Who's Jude? Jude Bellingham? Who do you mean Jude? But shout out to Jude, whoever Jude is. Lewis, apparently when Harry Kane retires from football, soccer, he might actually join the NFL. Oh my God, Harry Kane ain't making it in the. No, buddy. Those are bad. Those are bad. Those are bad. Ian says it's not a cup, it's a pint glass. Okay, got you. Big up Jordy Z, man. Jordy Z, what's up, brother? Says it's called a pint of dog because of the husband would always say to his wife that he was going to walk the dog, but sneak to the pub instead. Ah, man, I just love. That's why I became a Newcastle fan because I feel like I'm a Geordie at heart. You know what I mean? I'm a Geordie at heart, man. I'm telling you. And I think I'm fat enough to get the NUFC tattooed on my belly. You know, I'm gonna get the NUFC all across my stomach. Wouldn't you guys love to see that? Huh? Like that dude that's all over the place. So we seen it. If you Google Newcastle fans, you're gonna see that fat guy with I forgot his name. Somebody told me his name. It says NUFC on the stomach. He's got like a squirrel on hat on top of his head. You know. Ian says, what measurement do Americans use then? We just I mean, we say go get it. We don't really go by measurements. Should we could be cheated for all we know. Um but we just go say, give me a draft beer, or just give me a beer, a cup of beer. You know what I mean? Like a bottle. We don't use measurements. Do you ask for one half a liter? No, we don't use that here. That's they use that's definitely not the measurement that we use in America. In America, everything is different. From around the world. Um, Over here is all gallons and all that stuff. We don't use meters. We use miles, inches, all that stuff. A bottle of dog, not pint. Yeah, there we go. Injaman says Newcastle talk always tend to turn alcoholic. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Says pints are shot around our ends, Chris lad. Yes, sir. Josh says American Jordy. That is right. That is right. He's American. He's an American Jordy, man. I love it. Yankee Doodle Dandy, all that stuff. Yes, sir. PNW Jordy. What is PNW? What is PNW? Uh, the Confederates. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm Hispanic as well, so I'm not necessarily going to be repping the Confederates because some are known to be racist. But I don't generalize, of course. That was back 1,000 years ago. So, but yeah, man, I guess you could say you can see Confederate flags all over the place around here. Josh says I'm not a Yankee, I'm Pacific West Northwest. So he's definitely from that means you are from Washington. Oh, you're from Washington. Oh, you're from the state of Washington, not from Washington, the capital. Okay, gotcha, brother. Oh, so actually, I used to live there, Josh. I was in the military and I was stationed at JBLM. Yeah, brother. I was at Fort Lewis, man. I lived in Tacoma. I lived in the ghetto because I was broke, and then I moved to the good side when I got money. To oh my god, what is it called? Damn it! I moved away from there. I lived in Puget Sound as well, a little bit. There's a little bit north, closer to Seattle. Not that way to Seattle, but and then moved away from that area as well to the good side. But damn, that rent, I tell you what, that wasn't cheap. And Washington is not cheap, man. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Ian says a bit like an American being bemused that everyone in England isn't a Geordie. Everyone in England should be a Geordie, shouldn't they? Lewis says I like a game of now. And again, yeah, man, my kid just destroyed everything. Josh says I don't want to be associated with Yankees 2,000 miles away. Yeah. Because I thought you meant Washington, the capital of the United States, but no, he's in Washington State, man. I used to live there. Man, what was it called? I used to live in Tacoma in the ghetto, South Tacoma, but then I moved away to the good part. But yeah, Hurricane will get murdered in the NFL. Yeah, man, that's not what he wants. Jude is my son. Huge. Oh, wow. Okay, so big up Jude, man. Jude, your son. Appreciate you. Appreciate your dad watching, and of course you can watch as well. Well, we're talking about beer, so bro, it's not the right time right now. Uh, so big up to you, and of course, huge Bruno Guimaraes fan. So big up Jude, man. Appreciate you, brother. Good luck to you. And is he in school or something? Yeah, but shout out to Jude, man. Blonde mullet belly tattoo. Chris is legendary. Actually, did you see the picture of? I had a picture of myself with the NUFC tattoo. Is a Photoshop of the same dude that we're talking about. Uh, and yeah, man, just do it. A bucket. Where's the bucket, man? That's 10K sub special right there. Okay. So if I get 10K, I get the tattoo and UFC on my belly and become what was his name, man? I forgot his name. But if you actually, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you, man. Let me see. New tab. Sorry, we gotta do all this. Actually, hold on. There we go. Let me see. NUFC fans. I'm telling you, he's gonna come up. Hey, check out my latest video about the fan advisory. I ranted about this girl becoming a fan advisory when she's just been a fan for 10 days, I think, since May of 2023. And that's just unfair, man. Because I know Mitch, Jordy Dentis, he should have gotten that position. And you can say I'm biased. Here you go. Look, there we go. There it is right there. Is that a mullet? I thought that was like a hat or a wig or something. Yeah, look, I got the stretch marks too. Yeah, I got all that stuff. Except the you know what? If we get if we get the 10K, we're definitely gonna do something like that. I'm telling you. And you better mark this chat because it's going to happen. I'm gonna get something like that. That ain't I'm not playing around, man. Yeah, big up to all of you. Let me go to some comments real quick because we're about to close up. We're about to close up shop because later on in about 2 hours, we're gonna be live with the American Magpie Show. A bucket around Newcastle is something you smoke. There we go. Pacific Northwest, yes, sir. How many do you want? A bucket. Gotcha. Tacoma is no jokes, it's Josh. Yeah, man. Tacoma. Oh, I think my wife might be watching. If you are, my love, tell me where we lived in on the good side. Oh, okay, so look, my wife used to live in Gig Harbor. I mean, not live. I mean, she used to work at Gig Harbor. And but I didn't see your comments. She says she's mad because I ignore her comments. She didn't. She didn't comment. Um, People asking if you have an OnlyFans. Yeah, people. She said, people asking if you have an OnlyFans. Is that the same shirt you had last night on live? No, it's not. No, she keeping me in check. Washington State, yeah. So get no Auburn. Nah, Auburn. She lived in Auburn, but we didn't live there. It was a not in Auburn, but just before that, there was another place. Big up Ian. Foxy, big up Ian says, do you follow Newcastle or you have a team in America? I just follow Newcastle, brother. Newcastle is my football team. I don't usually follow MLS teams. Look, I mean, I have a little sympathy for St. Louis. The St. Louis team in the MLS just got created last year, and we finished first today. And I say we because I live 2 hours from St. Louis, and every time we watch sports, we go there. And I try to get into it. Actually, I try to create a YouTube channel for that. But man, you can't fake it, brother. I mean, I support them to a certain extent. I don't have any shirts or anything like that, but it's hard, man. When you don't love something, it's hard to make content all the time for that. And so, and I'm telling you, it is. It is really hard. So if you see somebody making content of Newcastle, for the most part, they have a now you can't just have love for Newcastle. You have to have some common sense, some graphics, some some good looking stuff. If not, you're just gonna be another boring show. But and so but no, I don't follow anybody. Well, actually, big fan of River Plate in South America. You can actually see the shirt right there, River Plate. But obviously, the Peruvian national team. That's obviously my national team. I do want the United States to do well, but I don't get crazy about the U.S. team either. But I'm going to watch them here in St. Louis as well. So yeah, man. But no, Newcastle is it for me. Josh says you get that NUFC tattoo. I'll fly you to St. James. Yeah, man, and we're gonna put it on my stomach. Ian says Foxy is a handy person to have on your team. Foxy. Where's Foxy from? Uh, oh, Spain. We used to live in Spanaway. No, but it was Spanaway. My wife Betsy, she's texting me and she's listening. So it was Spanaway, Washington, but it's just the address was that. But we used to live basically in another area. The address says Spanaway, but it was something else. I forgot. Look, Ian says Foxy is that guy who will bring up some obscure name that goes on to sell for millions. Big up Foxy, big up Ian. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up because we got to come on later on tonight, and we're gonna have a Kenny show, lads, as some of you would say. We got the American Magpie later on at midnight UK and 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. My gosh, in the US we got so many damn times, man. It's crazy. Okay, so 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, and midnight in the UK. So there we go. Damn it, I got it done. My kid is sorry, he's making noises. Foxy says Peruvian food is the best in the world. That is a fact, and I'm glad you say that because my wife thinks she's Mexican, so she thinks the Mexican food is, but no, Peruvian food is the best. That is proven, man. And big up to all of you. Listen, we're gonna get going, and of course, we're gonna come back later on for the American Magpie Show. I appreciate your support as usual. Please, if you can, become a patron of the show. Help us support the channel, and also you get a lot of perks. The first link in the description. You can become a patron of the show, and you can actually start your free trial now and see if you enjoy it. So come on, man, do so. Help us out. If not, like the show on your way out. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. I appreciate you. And then again, later on tonight, midnight UK, for the most of you. Come on later on tonight, brother. Let's support the American Magpies. We will see you on later on tonight. See you then. I'm trying to play the intro, but it's not playing. It's like telling me, don't go, please. Come on. There we go.